What's going on, guys? Sgibs back for another top play breakdown. Make sure you click that subscribe button on this channel so anytime a new upload goes, you'll have it in your inbox, help you improve your game, help you start winning more games in Madden NFL 18. And today in this top play breakdown, once again in the Seattle Seahawks offensive playbook, we're taking a look at the single back deuce close, and a play that I absolutely love is the PAX post cross. Of course we like it flipped. We'll break it down and explain that coming up here right now. What I like about this play so much is the balance that you have it. So the first thing I love about it is I can take it, come out, and flip the play, and my opponent has no tell whether I'm flipping to running to the left, running to the right. That's what one of the things I love about the deuce close. I find it has a ton of value. I think this is one of the better under center formations in this year's game, and it's something that I've used quite a bit when playing games online so far this year. And one thing I want to note, you want to look to use a mobile quarterback if possible. The mobile quarterback helps with this, but let's get into the breakdown. What I like about this play so much is specifically the route to the halfback. The play action fake will force your opponent to play a pass commit game, where if they want to have their defenders in better position to slow down the passing routes on this play. So they'll have to pass commit, which then opens up our run game, because if they pass commit, the defenders will be in a pass first coverage and they'll be one step slow in defending against the run. So that's something I really like. You force your opponent's hand to pick and choose. Do you want to stop the run? Do you want to stop this pass? Now, the next thing I like about it is the route to Ezekiel Elliott. Obviously, it's a play action, so it's pretty unique, but you can take a look. It's actually a table route hidden in a play action. This is pretty unique. You don't find this in too many plays in the game, and what you'll find is he runs the play fake, and then he runs to the flat, which then is a great option underneath and forces your opponent, again, to play a hard flat underneath. And anytime we can force our opponent to play that hard flat, it's very advantageous for our defense. So let's take a look at what this will look like with the one adjustment we make on this play. I like to take the far left tight end on this play. So if it was flipped and the route's going left, I would hot route the far right tight end again. Now, if it was on the halfback going to the right side of the field, I would take the far left tight end. I'd put him on an in pattern. That gives me a great route progression. It's actually going to give me a low read, a mid read, and a high read, and then a deep post over the top in case they don't defend against it. So what you're going to see here is if the hard flat is not there, I throw to Elliott. If a user defender takes away Dez Bryant, that will then open up the route underneath to my tight end Swam. And if the user defender goes to Swam or goes to Williams, I would then look to go to Dez Bryant. So that's the route progression. So let's take a look. Cover 4 stock. You're going to see the defender is going to go underneath to the hard flat. That gives me Dez Bryant, and that gives me the underneath Swam route to go to. Now, if your opponent plays a little deeper coverage, I'm going to just do coverage audible up and play cloud flat. Let's show what happens here now. Play action again, and now look how wide open the flat is. Dump it off there, and Ezekiel Elliott up the field for a big gain. Now, the other thing to note about this, you have a tight end on the side that you're rolling out to, blocking. So you could do a lot of things with him. I like to keep him in just to set the edge so I can get that scramble. Another thing I like to do is go for that streak pattern on the right side of the field, because that can help open up that deep post. But you got to remember, your pass protection won't be as good. So let's show you again here. Now let's take a look at what this would look like if we play against a cover 3 defense. Here it is again. Here's the play action fake. Well, let's take a look. The flat is not covered. We're going to dump off. We always want to dump the ball off to the flat. This is a big time play. It reminds me a lot of how, remember PA end around a couple years ago, that halfback route to the halfback. It's similar style play action. It's not nearly as effective as the PA end around, but it's a very powerful play. So now let's take a look here, a cover 2 with hard flats, right? Snap of the ball, you can see the play action. Okay, the flat's taken away. Well, look at all that open space right there to Dez Bryant, and that's what we're looking for. Break a tackle and you're gone. What's great about this is if you catch your opponent off guard, you're then going to be able to play the game of flipping the play, right? It's very difficult because they have to worry about right side and left side. So then all of a sudden you flip the play, you get rolling, you got your mobile quarterback, you dump off from the flat, Ezekiel Elliott gets upfield, you make a play. That's where this play can really be very difficult for people to defend. Well, let's show you what it looks like against man-to-man with a press, right? So here is man-to-man with press. We put Swam there. Watch the Dez Bryant route. That's the guy we really want to target. But also look at RB. Notice how wide open Elliott gets in that flat, even against man-to-man coverage. It's because of the play fake. So let's take a look at here one more time. Man-to-man. And if what you are facing here is force that middle linebacker that's manned up against the halfback, hey, you better make a read, pal. Are you going to play run, or are you going to go play pass coverage? But you can see if that route gets covered, you then have Des Bryant. You also then have a potential scramble with your mobile quarterback. This is one of the better under center plays you're going to find. You mix it with some other plays we'll have breaking down here, like our quick audible tight end angle. You got the PA drag wheel. You have a halfback wham. You have bench from this formation. So this is a very powerful set. And one other thing here, right? If you do get that cover 3, you want to make sure to look. Do I have a shot to chuck this ball deep, right? Change up some of your hot routes. You get out of the pocket. You scramble, you scramble, you scramble. And then that threw off my back foot. Terrible idea. But it's there. You have a deep post there. Where I find it really, really effective is if I get a cover 2 invert that a lot of people are playing, right? So let's make our own cover 2 invert. And let's just say we're going to go here and the user is going to cover Bryant. This is a similar setup that you'd see, like hard flats, cover 2 invert, and cover one of the routes. What I find really effective is this right here. Snap of the ball, they stay underneath, let them get there, split the safeties right up the middle of the field, and then you go. So that's usually the route that I look for against the cover 2 invert because they have to worry about all these underneath crossers, the flat to the halfback, the into the tight end, and the deep cross by our far outside receivers. So this is a very powerful play. I think it'll give you a lot of success against the single back deuce close. It's actually found in a lot of different playbooks, but again, I'm using the Seattle Seahawks offensive playbook in this year's game, and I hope this tip helps you have some success in an under center formation in the game.